Río de la Plata is known to some as the world's widest river. It is also where thousands of political prisoners were thrown during Argentina's military dictatorship in the 1970s and 80s. Over 30 years later, those human rights abuses continue to be prosecuted. 67 people are being tried for their role in what happened at the Navy Mechanical School. And for the first time, the pilots involved in what were known as the death flights will be judged. The school served as a detention center. Carlos Muñoz was tortured there for months. He still isn't sure why he survived.
We knew that something was going on. Suddenly, many of my cellmates went missing. We were told that they were being moved somewhere else, but they were being thrown into the water.
The military dictatorship that ruled Argentina between 1976 and 1983 was one of the bloodiest in Latin America. Human rights groups say that at least 30,000 political opponents were tortured or disappeared during that time.
They are missing. They have no identity. They are not dead or alive. They are disappeared.
Many of those who were detained in the Navy Mechanical School were tossed into airplanes like this one that you can see behind me that have very large cargo doors in the back. The prisoners were drugged, stripped naked and thrown into the river or the ocean to drown. Members of the military have said that over 4,000 people were killed in the so-called death flights. Over the years, some of those bodies showed up on the shores of Argentina and Uruguay. They were buried in common graves in Buenos Aires. A few were identified in 2005, like the French nun Léonie Duquet. Anthropologists involved in the identification process say all victims had something in common.
They had broken bones exactly like a person does when they fall from a high altitude. Their legs were broken. Only 40 bodies were recovered because there was a current that brought them back. The rest, I don't think we'll be able to find them.
The trial over what happened at the Navy Mechanical School is the largest ever human rights trial in Argentina. It will be a long process, but one many are hoping will bring closure to a painful chapter of Argentine history. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.